Hello, this is Gary again. I'm going to do another live demo quick just to go over the PowerShell script that Johan wrote from OneVinn that formats your drive and partitions it, allowing you to skip using the steps that come built in native. This gives a little more flexibility along with using the better standards for your partitioning. You don't lose the space that you would normally lose using the native steps. Let me show you here in the console what this looks like. So in my task sequence, which I'm sorry I didn't prep this ahead of time, basically I've disabled two different BIOS and UEFI format steps, and now we just have this one script that does everything. And here you can see Johan based it off of a blog post that I actually wrote based upon Mike Terrell's work back a while ago. So if you want to read more about it, you can read more on the Recast doc site once I get this actually published, which will be very soon. But for now, I will quick pull up. He has really great documentation with all of his different tools. One thing I want to knock him on is that he spelled my name wrong, but it's okay, I'll let it go. So he does really good docs that explain how to set it up and what it does in logging, but usually it's just nice to see it running. So that's what we're going to do here. We are going to go ahead and run this, and you can see. So here I've got my test box set up, and we're going to go ahead and run the task sequence. Now I've enabled the task sequence debugger on this. It just makes life a whole lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and start stepping through, and we'll get to that step here shortly. Alright, so after this step will be the format. Alright, but before we get to that, let's go ahead and open disk part. Let's select disk 0. Go ahead and clean that out. List partitions, no partitions. Excellent. Just let's prove my point here. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and step. So this is what's cool. Watch the little progress bars over here. He's actually using the extra extended progress UI so that you can see what's going on during the script. Just one of the little perks that I like about running that script. Alright, so now let's go ahead and look at the log, and we can see that step finished. But let's go ahead and look at the custom log. So he writes a lot of his tools out to this OneVinn namespace or prefix. So you can see here that when the script started, it realizes that it is UEFI. So that's why it's nice about the script is it does both legacy BIOS and UEFI. So you don't have to worry about that, it just does it for you. And then it goes ahead and it creates the partitions and then it formats. Now let's go back over here, and we are going to list partitions again. And now we can see that we have the partitions in place. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to show one more thing just because I think it's neat. And this is nothing related to this, but since you're here and watching, I thought I would just steal another minute of your time. Let's go ahead and clean this out. It's not there. So this, I just want to show you the power of the debugger. It's so cool. So we can go back here, we can set that as the current, and now we can rerun that step, and we can watch this log rerun as it's rebuilding the partitions for us. And then we do this partitions, and there they all are again. that's what I really like about the task sequence debugger. If you're trying to work on a step on the fly, you can go backwards and forward it, rerun it, check your variables, and anyway, I use it all the time. If you're not used to it, spend some time in it. Thanks for joining me, and really cool script. I'd highly recommend playing around with it. If it's something that you're interested in doing and saving yourself a few steps, you can do it all in one PowerShell script, which is pretty cool. All right, thanks.